Howdy, howdy, and welcome back to Gale FFTCG. I'm Serah, your host, and today it's time for another card theory video. It's been a little while since we've done this, but we're just going to jump straight in and talk about limit breaks. So, limit breaks are the newest mechanic. They're an extra deck of up to 8 cards, which can be played at normal timings. So, for example, since all of them currently are forwards, you can only play them during either of your main phases. But if there are ever a time that summons or units with back attack go into the limit break deck, or get printed for the limit break deck, you could play those at any time you could play a summon, which would be on your opponent's turn, and that sort of thing. An example of a limit break card is a card with this yellow / gold sort of looking LB logo. They are characterized by a few different things. Every single limit break card will have the limit break keyword followed by a number, in this case limit break 3, and we'll get to that in a second. The way you pay costs for your limit break, they're in a side deck, so when you play one, you flip over cards equal to the number that's after the limit break keyword. So for example, you would flip over 3 cards that are face down, 2 face up, and then the card would enter the field. It's worth knowing that if you don't, you obviously can't play them. And it's also worth knowing that you can look through your deck and choose which ones you want to remove from your extra deck. So that is a very quick rundown. There are a couple of other examples and things that I would like to touch on with that. Limit breaks, when they go back to the hand, they are considered bounced, but then they return to the limit break deck. So bounce effects are very good for removing them, even if it is as simple as bounce something to hand, they'll just go away. If they go to the break zone, they also will return to the extra deck face up. But for the purpose of resolving all sorts of effects, things that when a card is put into the break zone or when a card is returned to the hand, for example, 9-cost Leviathan, you would still get the option to deal or to reduce something by 9,000. There's not much more to say about limit breaks. They are very important, especially with the pace of the game, but they're also pretty easy to get a hold of, so try and get a hold of those as soon as possible. There are currently, I think it's currently 5 or 4 between each of the elements. Each one has 1 legend. I think has 2 rares and 2 heroes, I think is how it works out. I can't 100% remember off the top of my head. But yeah, other than that, this has been Card Theory. I hope that you have a great day and a great rest of your week.